Problem every time.
Yeah, I think I got mine fixed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I done had to go up to the hospital this morning.
And then,
I was gonna go late this evening. Uh, Daddy had all this stuff that I had to bring down there and all this crap. Then he wanted me to go to CVS and get his medicine. I said it can wait till tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going home and I'm going to rest.
Usually best to get prescriptions immediately.
oh, he's going home.
Huh?
Oh, when is he going home?
We don't know. It's one that has been over there since Sunday that he didn't go pick up.
Oh,
Or didn't tell me that he needed
oh.
till today.
Well, how's he feeling? Any better?
He's ill.
Hmm.
He don't like it because I told him I'd do it tomorrow because I got to take my mama to the grocery store in the morning.
Oh wow. Your ex-mother-in-law been bothering you anymore, or did she quit bothering you now?
She ain't called me.
I'm sure she will.
She's mad right now.
She'll get over it.
It'll
Let her get
probably be a
mad.
long time before she'll call.
Good. Better for you. She won't be aggravating you.
P.
So you said my whip was okay?
Yeah, I still ain't got all of it watched yet, but got
Mm.
on pause.
Yeah, I talked about my son. He said I drove him nuts. Well, I couldn't help. I forgot that I needed that stuff, and I wasn't going back in that store because I was hurting too bad.
Yeah, Mama got mad because what Daddy asked me to do. His cousin Cricket's birthday is sometime. He was telling me where her address was. I had to mail her a birthday card. I had to call her and tell her he was in the hospital. I mean, it's not like they care and they'll come down here.
Mm-hmm.
Mama got mad. Then I forgot to get his aftershave lotion. He's mad about that. And Mama sent him an anniversary card, and he got mad about that. Said she should have waited till I got home.
Why?
I said, I don't know. I said, well, today's your anniversary. She wanted you to have it. I said, stop acting like that.
He being grumpy today, huh?
Grumpy ain't the word for it. The nurse come in there while I was there, and Mama called, and he got aggravated with that. And after the nurse left, he said, yeah, your sister's been trying to call me 20 times, she says. It's not like I ain't got nothing to do while I'm here in this hospital. I said, what do you got to do but lay in the bed and watch TV?
Exactly. That's all you can do when you're in the hospital. My sister-in-law, she made it out of surgery okay.
Yeah, I was been praying for her too.
Yeah. She's just got in a room. She'll be in there a couple of days.
Well, he thinks he's coming home tomorrow, but he ain't coming home tomorrow. Ain't what that doctor said.
What did that doctor say?
That doctor come in yesterday and said they was gonna run the IV antibiotics for 2 days, which that would be today and tomorrow. Then they was going to put him on the pills and keep him a day to see how he does on that before they even talk about going home.
Mm.
He says, I gotta be out of here. I got a doctor's appointment Monday. I said, what does that doctor's appointment matter? You're already here in the hospital being seen by doctors.
Mhm. Yeah, that don't matter.
I said, you're trying to rush it again and be right back up in here, and you need to stop and think about it.
Yeah, he better not. He better not. He better not let them get him out of there.
Well, I done put it on there not to let him out till it was gone. Because that's what he did last time. He talked his way out of leaving early.
Hmm.
And then it come right back.
And what are they doing about his kidney situation?
Hey, Pickle P1D.
Hey, Pickle. What are they gonna do about his kidney situation?
There ain't much they can do. He's in stage 3 renal failure.
That's not good.
But they're saying the kidney function is not stopping. You can live with renal failure or kidney failure. Just
Well,
if it starts shutting down, you can't live like that. Hey,
mm.
Jasmine Peck. How are you?
Hey, Jasmine Tech is so his ain't shutting down, or is
They're
it
not
shutting down?
shutting down. He's just got failure.
Oh,
So, but they said it could change. Or they keep running tests every little bit to check the function of them.
mm.
So hopefully they'll keep working like they're supposed to.
Well, he needs to see a special doctor for that.
There ain't nothing they can do for the just being in kidney failure. There's no way to treat it. They just told him not. The LASIK is what caused him to do that.
The what?
LASIKs that you take to get fluid out
Mm-hmm.
of your body,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what caused that.
Um.
So that's something we're just gonna have to. Every once in a while, he'll have to go be tested and see if his kidney function is what it's supposed to be.
Um.
If they start shutting down, then he'll be back in the hospital.
That's not good.
Because they was trying to give him LASIKs down there, and I said, no, that's what caused it to start with. He's not getting them. I said, put them socks up that pumps up his feet ever so often. Because he does retain fluid, but it ain't like a lot of heart patients. So usually what happens is they'll put him on the LASIKs for a little while till
Mm-hmm.
he's the swelling starts going down, and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll take him off of them. But them doctors at the hospital was saying he need to be on them all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, I told him no, it wasn't going to happen. And they said, well, you can't tell me. I said, I guess I can. I'm power of attorney. And they told me I had a bad attitude. I said, well, you'd have a bad attitude too if you'd been up here all week.
Who told you
Dealt
that?
with the doctor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're a bunch of smart alecks. I said, I done blessed that one person. I'll do it again. I said, if you don't leave me alone, you're going to hear it. Because it already was mad from how they put him in there the first day. And his oxygen wasn't on, and oh God, I was mad.
Mm.
And Mama said, did you really have to go off on him? I said, yes, I did.
Sometimes you got no choice.
I said, when he's sitting there gasping for air and they didn't even hook the oxygen up, I said, yeah, something, I need to yell at him. I said, they don't need to treat people like that. I said, especially when he comes in an ambulance because he can't breathe. Why put him
Mm-hmm.
out there in the waiting room and then nobody check on him at all for 3 hours?
That's like when I was 13 years old and I had that major back surgery back in the 80s, I had scoliosis surgery. And, back then, they let you stay in the hospital for a couple of days. You're in the hospital for a pretty good while when you have scoliosis surgery. This was
Yeah.
back in the 80s. Well, anyway, that guy, after having major surgery, that nurse can come in and tell my mother that, oh, she's ready to go home. Ready to go home. I haven't even got out of the bed and walked the hall yet. I just had major surgery. And he gonna tell me, yeah, I got her papers right here. She's ready to go home. So my
Oh my
mama said, what
God.
do you mean she's ready to go home? She hasn't even, got out of bed or anything yet. She just had surgery. So they called my doctor. My doctor was getting ready to go into surgery. They called him down there. My mother said, I need to speak to Dr. Weber right now. And he come down there and he cussed that man out, told him, what do you mean? He said, let me tell you about a scoliosis patient after surgery. They feel like an 18-wheeler just ran over their body. When my patient's ready to go home, I will give her the okay to go home. You ain't going to tell her anything. I mean, he was mad because we had to pull it because he was getting ready to go into surgery, and he
Yeah.
had to put that aside for just a minute to come and deal with this. So he was not a happy person, and that doctor. And then that guy gonna come in the next morning and say, oh, you ready to go home now? My mother said, go home, and he's like, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. And my mother told me, you better be just kidding. Because yeah, and then that
I'll
other
be
nurse, I
lying,
didn't say
Savage.
anything.
I hope y'all are doing okay.
Yeah, that other nurse, that was in there at the room time, she said, I didn't say anything. And my mother said, no, it wasn't her, it was him. Yeah, yeah. They just think they're smart enough. They could just, act that way for people. Sometimes you have to do that in order,
Well, if I hadn't have showed up when I did, he could have stopped just breathing.
Hi, Blackie. Hi, Levi.
And I just
Yep.
got home. And I hadn't even had time to set my pocketbook or nothing down. This woman said I was hearing a hissing, but I couldn't tell where it was coming from. And that
Mm-hmm.
black lady said, honey, she said, I don't think they hooked his oxygen up. And that's why I knew where the hissing was coming from. And I went back there and they had the canister on and it was a hissing. But the cord that goes to the canister or the oxygen tank was hooked on. I had to pick it up off the floor, clean it, and then hook it up.
Wow. That's sad.
I'll tell you what,
I
if they'd
also,
have killed my daddy, they would have got sued.
mm-hmm.
Because that's malpractice. I'm glad your appointment went well.
Yeah, I'm glad your appointment went well. It's a rainy day here. Yucky day.
Well, the sun's shining here, so for now, I think we're calling for rain tomorrow. Mama's picking a good day to go to the grocery store.
Hmm.
She said she wanted to go about 10. So I should be back in time for our live.
That's fine.
It might be a little bit later, but I should be
I'm
back.
I'm not worried.
Because she said it ain't going to take me long. I ain't going to get but a few things that we need. Because my sister decided to make a cheese ball. And that was it for Christmas. And Mama said, no, we got to have more than that for
Hmm.
snacks. So she's going to go pick up the stuff for snacks for Christmas.
Well,
Well, I offered to go over and cook and make a whole meal, but she don't want me to.
Hmm.
Because we got a ham here that I got to fix. And I know they can't eat ham, but I was going to go. Food Line's got this little turkey thing. It's like in a roll and it's got spices on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Mama used to bring when I had my dinners here at my house. She used to cook that and bring it so Daddy could have something to eat.
Maybe you could talk her into it.
Nah, I doubt it. She's in a mood too.
How's she feeling? Any better?
She don't never feel good. Like she can't walk from another room with without getting out of breath, even with her oxygen on. She's
Mm.
actually worse than Daddy is. And I started fussing at him a long time ago because he used to make my mama wait on him hand and foot, and it made me mad, and her not able to do it. And after she had her heart catheterization and they put them stents in, I told him, I said, if I catch you not doing for yourself and you're making her do it, I said, I'm going to bend you over my knee like you would me, and I'm going to whip you. I said, you are able to get up and defend for yourself. She's not. And he got mad,
Mm.
but I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I about lost my mom about a year ago.
Mm.
That was during the time that I had to take off my YouTube channel.
Well, I got a stiff neck today, and I can barely move my neck a certain way.
Yeah, that hospital's getting stupid, Sabbath. But I called and made a complaint, so somebody's going to be in trouble.
You hope.
Well, no, I talked to another nurse when she come up there yesterday and was asking about his care there. I said, I'm going to tell you one thing. When he come in here, he had no care. And I told her what happened, and she wrote it down. She said, they will be in trouble.
Hmm.
But what helps is I know the woman. She was one of my friends that I knew a long time ago that's moved away.
Mm-hmm.
It's her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it will be put through this time. But I don't care who it was. It wasn't just because he was my daddy. If I'd saw somebody else down there like that, I would have raised Cain too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sense in that.
Yep, you're right. Mm.
And they took one man back there that had stomach problems
Hmm.
before daddy.
Mm.
And that just made me mad. I said, somebody with a breathing problem comes before somebody with a stomach problem.
Yeah, I agree.
But it didn't take them long to get him in a room after I started going off on him. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was cussing him. I was mad. I like to do that, but I was just so mad I couldn't control what was coming out of my mouth. You'd embarrass me. I said, well, I don't care. I said,
She
what would
said,
you have done if I'd
Blackie's
walked
asking you
in
a question.
there and then I
Blackie's
had to
asking.
call you and say, Daddy's dead? I said, what would you have done then?
Blackie's asking you a question.
Yeah, they had that oxygen well, they call it a canister. They had it on and it was making a hissing racket. The cord that hooks onto it was laying in the floor. So I had to hook it back up. But I deal with his oxygen at home anyway. But I went in there and got something to clean the end of that because I wasn't going to put that back on that canister and him breathe it up his nose. Because he might get something worse than what he's got.
Yeah.
And then I hooked it back up, and then I went crazy. And then she got smart with Daddy, and I called her the B word.
Mm.
I said, he's sick, and you're not going to do that to him. I said, he sat here and he couldn't breathe. He was gasping for air when I walked in the door. If I hadn't came when I did, I don't know what would have happened.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And they expect me not to be mad? I even told the nurse that took him back there into the room where they put you and hook you up, and she got him all situated and up on the heart monitors and all that. I told her about it. She said, I know, she said, and I will tell him too. I said, well, I done made a complaint, but you can tell him too.
Mm. It's not good. Not good for that hospital.
I mean, I heard it hissing, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Till that woman told me that the cord was laying down there, and you could hear the oxygen. I mean, it was hissing.
What woman told you? Some lady that was in the waiting room?
Yeah, that was waiting to be seen by the doctor.
Oh. What'd she say about it?
Huh?
What was she saying about it?
She said it could have killed him. I said, yeah, it could have. And I told her, I said, thank you. You probably saved my daddy's life. And then Daddy turned around and tried to say thank you, but he still couldn't talk good. Because
And I wonder
his
how long
oxygen
was he
level
like
was
that?
low when the ambulance came. It was at 82 or 85. I can't remember which. And that is very, very low.
Wonder how long he stood there like that.
3 hours.
Mm.
He got there at 5:30, and I had to go pay that light bill because they would have turned my lights off. And I didn't get down there. It was 8:30 when I walked through the door.
Not good.
Said he about fell out of the wheelchair. I said, well, Timmy should have paid the light bill. I said, but I had to go do that. I have to have lights. And I said, I don't see wasting gas and making two different trips. I said, I figured they would have already had you back there and maybe already had your stuff going work to meet you and all that. I didn't know they was going to stick him out there and leave him.
No.
Because I ain't never done it before. But at least he is out of ICU now.
Well, that's good.
They got his oxygen down on 4, and they don't want to go no lower with it right now. Because I noticed when he got up to go to the bathroom while I was there, he was having trouble breathing
Mm.
when he got up. I think they need to turn it back up to 5.
Are you gonna go see him later?
I done been.
Oh.
I had to take. He wanted pants. He wanted shirts. He wanted his aftershave, and I forgot it, so he got mad about that. And
Mm-hmm.
then he said, you need to send that birthday card to Cricket. I said, I don't know her address. And he proceeded to tell me where it was at. He said it was in a notebook. I found the notebook, and I found the address, but it wasn't her new address. So I had to go back in there and search again, and I found it. So Mama had to pay a bill. She asked me if I'd take it to the mailbox. When I took that, I said yes. Then I had to give her her anniversary card because today's her 49th anniversary.
Mm.
So I did that. And then I had to call Cricket and tell him, tell her that he's in the hospital. He would call her when he got home. So Daddy's had me hopping and doing stuff.
Hmm.
Then he wanted me to go get that prescription, and I told him it was going to wait till tomorrow, and it's going to wait till tomorrow.
Don't he need it today?
He don't need it. They've
Oh.
got plenty of it anyway. It's his breathing treatment, but they've got boxes and boxes sitting there. So it's not like he needs it. He said, well, they'll put it back on the shelf. I said, well, they'll get it back off the shelf, or I'll cuss them too. I said, I'm tired of dealing with people that are stupid. So I about had my fill all week of this. And you can't let me sit at home and rest when they're taking care of you up here and you're out of the woods now a little bit. I said, you're not in ICU and I don't have to sit down here. See, when you're in ICU, you can't see them but ever so often.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know how that goes.
And he said, well, you need to sit down there in that waiting room in case something happens. Or he wrote it down on a piece of paper because he was on life support and they couldn't talk. They put that thing down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't talk, but he wrote it down on a piece of paper and told me to go sit out there in the waiting room if I had to stay there all night. I finally left. I think it was about 10:30. I just couldn't stay up there no longer. My feet was swelling. My legs was swelling.
Mm.
The last time he done that, I had to give him CPR. The nurse and the doctor was standing in there looking stupid.
Mm.
I climbed up on the bed and was giving him CPR, and they turned around. And he said, "What's going on?" I said, "He's dying."
I'll be going to a different hospital. They don't just take care of me that way. I'll be going to find a hospital that will take care of me better.
Do what?
I said, I think I would be checking him out and putting him in a better hospital if they can't take care of him there. Shoot.
Well, I don't have another one
Well,
that's any better. I hate to do this, but Daddy just called. Uh,
that's
let me
fine.
talk. Let me call him, and then we can do the live over or whatever, however you want to do it.
It don't matter to me. I don't care. My neck is hurting so bad right now anyway.
Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and go then,
Okay.
because I don't know what he's wanting.
All right, that's fine. No problem.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye now.